Part 1. Why your days keep slipping away and how to take back control. Your life will not change until your days change, and your days will not change until you learn to design them with intention. That's the brutal truth most people ignore while wondering why nothing ever improves. Have you ever had a moment where you suddenly realize the entire day disappeared and you don't even remember how? You blinked and morning became night. You moved, you worked, you handled things, you talked to people, but deep down, you know you didn't move your life forward even 1 inch. It's a painful feeling, a quiet frustration, a sense that time is slipping through your fingers faster than you can hold it. And the worst part? It doesn't happen once. It happens day after day, week after week, until one day you wake up and wonder, how did I get here? You are not lazy. You are not unmotivated. You are not incapable. You are simply living a life without a controlled structure, a life where the day controls you instead of the other way around. Let's be honest, most people don't live their days, they survive them. They wake up, get pulled into noise, react to whatever appears, and call that living. Think about the last time you promised yourself you'd have a productive day. You said you'd focus. You said you'd start early. You said you'd finally work on that goal you've been postponing. But what happened instead? You checked your phone, just for a moment. You opened one notification. That turned into scrolling. Scrolling turned into checking something else. And before you took your first real action, you were already mentally exhausted. That's not a lack of discipline. That's the reality of a day without a plan. Let me give you a scenario that might feel uncomfortably familiar. You wake up at 7. You check your messages. You reply to a friend. You scroll for just a little. You look at a video someone sent. You check your email. Suddenly, it's 8:10. You haven't done anything wrong, but nothing meaningful has happened. Your mind is already scattered. Your attention has already been hijacked. Your day has already started on someone else's terms. This is how most people lose their mornings, quietly, invisibly, without noticing. And when the morning is lost, the day is lost. Here's another example. Imagine a person working an office job. They show up at 9, open their laptop, and immediately jump into small tasks because they feel urgent. They answer emails, they organize files, they fix minor issues, they chat with colleagues. By lunch, they've been busy for hours, but none of their important projects have moved forward. They didn't lack effort, they lacked direction. Or imagine someone trying to learn English. They tell themselves they'll study sometime today, but without a specific plan, the day fills itself automatically. A phone call appears, a chore pops up, family needs something, a friend sends a message, a notification appears. Suddenly, the day is gone and nothing was learned. Dreams don't die because people don't care. Dreams die because people don't plan. Now let's go deeper. There are 3 psychological forces working against you every single day, and if you don't understand them, they will keep stealing your time. First is cognitive autopilot. Your brain loves patterns. It wants to repeat whatever you did yesterday. So if yesterday began with random actions, today will begin that way too. Autopilot is easy. Autopilot feels comfortable. Autopilot destroys progress. Second is decision fatigue. When you don't have a plan, you're forced to make dozens of tiny decisions all day long. What should I do first? Should I respond to this? Should I check that? Should I start this or that? Each decision drains mental power, and eventually you choose whatever is easiest, not whatever is meaningful. Third is false productivity. This is one of the biggest traps. You stay busy, you keep moving, you do 100 things, but none of them matter in the long run. You confuse activity with accomplishment. You mistake movement for progress. That's why you feel tired yet unfulfilled. Your body worked, your mind worked, but your purpose didn't move. Let me show you the difference between 2 types of people. Person A wakes up and steps into the day with no intention. They let notifications choose their focus. They let others decide their priorities. They move, react, and survive until nighttime. Their day ends with exhaustion and regret. Person B wakes up with clarity. They know their top priority. They know what matters. They protect their focus. They follow a simple structure. And by nighttime, even if the day wasn't perfect, something important was accomplished. Same 24 hours, different outcomes. Most people believe they need more time, but it's not more time they need. It's more control, more clarity, more direction. The truth is harsh but liberating. If you don't design your day will design itself. And what designs itself rarely leads you where you want to go. Think about your goals, the big ones you rarely talk about. Learning a new skill, getting in shape, starting a side business, building a YouTube channel, changing careers, improving your English, transforming your life. None of these require more time. They require a different use of the time you already have. And that begins with understanding this simple principle. Your future is hidden inside your daily routine. What you repeatedly do shapes who you become. What you repeatedly avoid shapes who you never become. If you feel like your life isn't moving, it's because your days aren't moving. If your days feel chaotic, your future will feel uncertain. If your days feel intentional, your future will feel powerful. Before we move to part 2, remember this. A great life is not built from big moments. It's built from ordinary days done with extraordinary intention. You can change your next year by changing your next 24 hours. Part 2 will show you exactly how to design a day that creates real progress, not random motion. Part 2, How to Design a Powerful Day, the simple framework that actually works. If Part 1 was about waking you up, Part 2 is about giving you the exact blueprint. A blueprint that doesn't require apps, expensive tools, or complicated systems. Just simple actions that work in real life. Because if a system is too complex, you won't use it. But if it's simple, you will use it every single day. And consistency, not complexity, is what transforms your life. So here is the framework winners use. 4 pillars, 4 anchors, 4 habits that can reshape your entire day. Let's start with the foundation. 1. Start with clarity, not tasks. Most people destroy their day before it even begins. They write long to-do lists. They fill a page with 15 tasks that look productive but mean nothing. They mistake quantity for direction. But here's the truth. A to-do list without clarity is just a list of obligations. It doesn't reflect your priorities. It doesn't represent your values. It doesn't bring you closer to your goals. So before you plan anything, ask one question. What future am I trying to build? This question changes everything. Let me show you with real examples. If your goal is to become fluent in English, clarity means, I will spend 1 focused hour today practicing English, speaking, reading, listening, or writing. If your goal is to build a healthier body, clarity means, I will train for 30 minutes today, no negotiations. If your goal is to create a successful YouTube channel, clarity means, I will write part of my script, shoot a segment, or edit at least 20 minutes today. When you have clarity, your tasks gain meaning. They stop feeling like obligations. They become steps in a direction. Clarity gives your day purpose, and purpose gives your mind energy. 2. Protect the first hour of your day. Your morning is the most powerful part of your entire day. Not because of motivation, not because of inspiration, but because your brain is clean, quiet, and not yet hijacked by the world. This is your golden hour, your window of power.
your mental advantage over everyone else who wakes up and touches their phone first. If you waste this hour, the rest of your day collapses. If you protect this hour, the rest of your day aligns itself. So what should you do in this first hour? 4 things. Simple, clear, repeatable. First, move your body. You don't need a full workout. Just stretch, walk, breathe deeply, or do 20 push-ups. Movement sends a signal to your brain. We are awake. We are alive. We are capable. Second, feed your mind. Read 2 pages of a powerful book. Listen to something inspiring. Write a few lines in a journal. Give your mind a direction before the world gives it noise. Third, sit in silence for a moment. Even 60 seconds is enough. Stillness builds focus. Stillness slows down the chaos inside you. Stillness helps you hear your priorities more clearly. And lastly, look at your plan. Identify your one big move, the task that will make today meaningful. Circle it. Make it non-negotiable. This single step can change your entire life. If you begin your day inside your phone, the world will control you. If you begin your day inside your mind, you will control the world. 3. Use time blocks instead of constant reactivity. Your day has natural rhythms. Times when you feel sharp, times when you feel tired, times when your brain can focus deeply, times when you can only handle simple tasks. The secret is not to fight this rhythm, but to use it. Divide your day into 3 simple blocks. Morning block, deep work. This is when your mind is most capable. Use it for creativity, studying, writing, strategy, hard decisions, important projects. No emails, no messaging, no low-valued tasks. This block builds your future. Examples: write a script, study English for 45 minutes, work on a business idea, create content, build something meaningful. Afternoon block, light work. This is when your energy drops naturally. Use it for admin tasks, communication, meetings, errands, things that don't require deep concentration. Examples: email, chat, cleanup work, routine tasks. This block maintains your life. Evening block, reflection and reset. This is when your day slows down. Your mind becomes softer, calmer. Use it to reflect on what worked, what didn't, and what tomorrow should look like. No heavy thinking, just awareness. You don't need a perfect day. You need a structured one. Structure gives your mind freedom. Chaos destroys your focus.
4. Plan on 2 levels, macro and micro. Most people plan only on the micro level, what they must do today. But winners plan on both levels. Macro is the big picture, your direction, what you want to achieve in the next 3 months, what skill you want to master, what habit you want to develop, what identity you want to grow into. Micro is the daily execution, the next 24 hours, small steps, tiny actions, consistent motion. Macro gives meaning, micro gives progress, and progress creates momentum. Let me show you an example. Macro goal: become fluent in English by the end of the year. Micro action: study 45 minutes today, no matter what. Macro goal: lose 8 kilograms in 4 months. Micro action: do a simple 20-minute home workout today. Macro goal: grow a YouTube channel. Micro action: write the first paragraph of my next script. Winners don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. Systems built from clarity, blocks, and small actions done consistently.
Now, let's connect everything. Imagine a day built from these 4 pillars. You wake up with clarity. You protect your first hour. You divide your day into blocks instead of chaos. You take one meaningful action towards your macro goal. Even if the rest of the day is messy, even if problems appear, even if you feel tired, you will still move forward. Because progress isn't created by perfection. Progress is created by momentum. And momentum is created by design. You don't need to copy someone else's routine. You don't need a 5 a.m. schedule. You don't need a perfect environment. You just need structure, a simple design, a clear priority, a protected morning, a meaningful action, a calm reflection. That's enough to change your life. In part 3, I'll show you how to make this system last not for a week, not for a month, but for years. Because the real transformation happens when planning becomes part of who you are, not just something you do. Part 3. How to make your days unstoppable and build a life from small, powerful habits. You now understand why your days slip away. You now have the blueprint to take control of them. But knowledge is useless without durability. A plan that works only on good days is not a real plan. A system that collapses the moment life gets messy is not a real system. So part 3 is about one thing: how to make this consistent, how to make it last, how to turn daily planning from a strategy into an identity. Because real change doesn't come from doing something once. It comes from becoming the kind of person who does it always. 1. Progress over perfection. The mind shift that changes everything. Let's destroy the biggest lie that destroys people's progress. You must have perfect days to succeed. No, you will not. You cannot. Life will not allow it. Some days you will wake up tired. Some days your mind will feel heavy. Some days you will be distracted. Some days unexpected problems will appear. Some days nothing will go as planned. And that's okay, because successful lives are not built on perfect days. They are built on consistent days. Let me show you a truth that will free you. A plan followed at 70% for 365 days will outperform a plan followed at 100% for 10 days. Consistency multiplies. Perfection destroys. So stop aiming to be perfect. Aim to be present. Aim to return. Aim to restart every time you fall. You miss your morning routine? It's okay. Protect the next hour. You failed to complete your one big thing? It's okay. Choose a smaller version and finish it. Your day collapses unexpectedly. It's okay. Save the last 15 minutes for reflection. Winners don't stay perfect. Winners return faster.
2. Learn to adapt without losing direction. There will be days when everything breaks. A child gets sick. Your boss calls unexpectedly. Traffic ruins your schedule. Your mood is off. Your motivation is gone. Your energy disappears. Life doesn't ask for permission before interrupting you. And it shouldn't. It's life. But here's where most people fail. When the plan breaks, they break with it. They abandon the entire day. They say, "Never mind, I'll start again tomorrow." And tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. This is how lives drift away. You must learn this skill. adaptation without direction loss. If your morning block collapses, shift it to the afternoon. If your schedule gets ruined, reduce the task but don't delete it. If you can't do 60 minutes, do 10. If you can't finish the whole task, finish the first step. If you can't execute perfectly, execute imperfectly. Progress is not measured by how perfectly you follow the plan. Progress is measured by how you respond when the plan breaks. Strong people don't avoid chaos. Strong people navigate it. Strong people bend without breaking. Strong people stay in motion, even when the motion is small. 3. Build an identity, not just a routine. Routines come and go. Motivation rises and falls. Willpower fluctuates, but identity stays. If you build an identity of someone who takes control of their day, you will keep showing up even when you don't feel like it. You won't need motivation. You won't need perfection. You won't need to feel ready. Because your actions won't come from emotion, they will come from who you believe you are. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to become? A disciplined person? A focused person? A consistent person? A creator? A learner? A winner? Once you decide your identity, your actions follow naturally. If your identity is, I am someone who designs my day with intention, then even on bad days, you take at least one intentional step. If your identity is, I am someone who protects my energy, then even on stressful days, you take a small break instead of burning out. If your identity is, I am someone who makes meaningful progress daily, then you will always do something that matters, even if it's tiny. Identity is what carries you through the difficult days. Identity is what keeps you on the path when motivation dies. Identity is what turns habits into destiny. 4. Reflect every night. Turn experience into wisdom. Life teaches you every day, but only if you pause long enough to hear the lesson. Reflection is the most underrated skill in personal growth. 5 quiet minutes can save you 5 years wasted. Every night, ask yourself 3 questions. What did I do well today? What distracted me today? What will I do differently tomorrow? These questions are simple, but they sharpen your mind. They increase your self-awareness. They reveal your patterns. They show you what builds you and what destroys you. Even small observations create powerful growth. You notice what drains your energy. You notice what inspires you. You notice who supports your goals. You notice which habits pull you backward. Reflection turns ordinary days into meaningful lessons. Reflection transforms effort into improvement. Reflection compounds like interest, slowly at first, then massively. With daily reflection, you don't repeat yesterday's mistakes. You refine them. You gain wisdom. You evolve. 5. Protect your energy, your most valuable resource. Time matters, but time without energy is worthless. You can have 4 free hours, but if your energy is gone, nothing meaningful will happen. So you must guard your energy like treasure. Rest when you need rest. Eat foods that fuel your mind, not fog it. Move your body every day, even for 5 minutes. Take short breaks instead of pushing yourself to collapse. Say no to things that drain your spirit. Say no to people who take without giving. Say no to noise that pulls you away from your purpose. Your energy is the engine of your life. Protect it. Respect it. Invest in it. A person with average time but strong energy can transform their life. A person with endless time but weak energy will always stay stuck. Success is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters with full presence. 6. Turn days into bricks and build the life you want. Imagine your future like a house, not a flimsy house that collapses in the wind. A strong house, a beautiful house, a house built with intention. Each day is a brick in that house. Each action is a brick. Each habit is a brick. Each small choice is a brick. If you place your bricks carelessly, the foundation will crack. If you place your bricks randomly, the house will lean. If you place your bricks with intention, the house will rise. You don't need dramatic days. You need deliberate days. You don't need perfect days. You need purposeful days. You don't need to change everything. You need to change your next brick, your next 24 hours. Day by day, brick by brick, you shape your destiny. Your life is not built in a single moment. Your life is built through thousands of silent, unseen, disciplined days. The world only sees the results, but you will know the truth behind them. You designed them. You built them. You protected them. You lived them with intention. And one day, without rushing, without forcing, without chasing motivation, you will look around and realize you are living a life you once only dreamed about. Because you didn't wait for the perfect moment. You didn't wait for motivation. You didn't hope for luck. You took control of the one thing that shapes everything: your daily routine. Your days are your teachers. Your days are your builders. Your days are your destiny. Design them, protect them, honor them, and your future will honor you back.